The quad is on. Let's go. Thank you so very much, people. Thank you so much for joining me again. I appreciate y'all. We're going to discuss the FA Cup, Manchester City versus Liverpool, Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. And of course, there were some EPL matches. We'll talk about a few of them. I'll give you the scores. I didn't get a chance to watch most of them, so I watched a few highlights. But let's go. So Liverpool, Manchester City was a great match. You know, Liverpool came off the blocks this time. This is the first half that we've been earning for, and we hope they had played the same way last week when we were at the Etihad. Yes, people would, the naysayers would be like, well, Walker didn't play, KDB didn't play. It didn't matter if those two played. And yes, they are a very integral people of their team. However, when Liverpool's on, there are not many teams out there that can deal with us. Like Klopp said, City played almost close to their best when they played us at Etihad. We did not. And you guys saw when we were having a little bit of spurs in between how we can play, we score goals just like that. Score goals just like that. You know, it took us 46 seconds to score the equalizer. But let's talk about yesterday's match. The lineup was, of course, the trusted back line with Ibo, of course, Alisson. And then the midfield, that one was a surprise to me. Because having Fabinho, Keita, and Thiago, everybody has always said, well, this is a defensive liability. It's good to go forward, but they are very defensive liability between Keita and Thiago. The front three, I was expecting Bobby, but he put Diaz in there. After Diaz had 90 minutes versus Benfica, he put Diaz, Mane through the middle, and Salah on the right. It seems like this is becoming his go-to front three, because ever since Diaz came in and he had a consistent run of play, it has been like that. Where he, you know, even with the Brighton match, you know, he's been playing them and putting Mane through the middle. I was expecting Bobby to start, especially after him scoring 2 goals versus Benfica, but he did not. But this game, especially Thiago and Keita, was on a whole different level. This is the reason why we've been have the patience waiting for Keita. All you naysay talking about Keita needs to leave, we need to sell him. Now you see why? Trust Klopp. Because them two did their job so well, we saw how good Fab played. And we know how good Fab is. So against City at the Etihad, because the midfield was non-existent, it put a lot of pressure on Virgil. This time, Virgil was calm, cool, calm, and collected like we always know, because Fabinho was doing his job well. You know, the press was on point. We did not give them any room to breathe. The first goal, corner kick in 9 minutes. Ibo, same thing in the past 2 matches before that, versus Benfica when we went to Lisbon. When we came back at Anfield versus Benfica, same thing, corner kick. And then this one, they cannot handle him when he jumps. This guy is a monster, you know? So the goal came in, and then the second goal that came in is the press, identical to the same thing that Edison almost messed up versus, what's the name, Jota. When we played, Jota was just a few seconds, like a milliseconds away with a few inches off his foot. If he was a little bit taller, he would have scored. And then, but this time, the press from Mane, he put the, you know, he pressed the goalie, and, you know, he made a mistake, bounced on him, you know. And the matches, we were controlling the midfield. Thiago was stringing those passes. I mean, the one part where he chested the ball and like, it looked like he kicked the ball so far, but it was a perfect cushion ball straight to Salah's chest. And then the third goal in the first half, that was one of the best integral passes, our team goal that I've seen in a very, very long time. The last one I saw was the one that we scored at Etihad, the 2-1 match that we lost, the 98, 97 point year that we came, you know, we played against City. That was identical to that, but this one, it was just a few passes but the volley that Mane had to shoot straight to the corner of the goal. The first post, the goalie was right there. I know people were like, if Edison was there, it would have been different. If Edison was there, we would still score 3 goals. And probably would have scored more because, you know, he likes to take a little bit more risk than the others. You know, he's very good at with his feet. That's what they always say. But the second half, we came off sleeping. That's why we made a mistake. And then, you know, some people could say the ref should have called a foul, but he did not. They bounced on it, they scored. But even though they scored, it wouldn't look like they were going to win or they were going to do a comeback. You know, if we had stuck to what we were doing, they would have never scored any goals. The 2 goals they scored was off us turning off a little bit. And when we turned off, they took advantage. A team like City, you cannot give them that kind of chances. They will score. And that's exactly what they did. If we were on it, it would have probably scored more goals. The idea is we did the job in the first half and we coasted during the second half. They elevated a little bit, but they could not, you know, because if Pep knew that they could have, you know, tied the game or draw the game or take the game to extra time or penalty kicks or whatever, he would have brought in KDB, but he did not. You know, he brought Mahrez and that was it. You know, he could have brought KDB knowing that, hey, we have a chance. We creating more chances. We making more attempts on goal, you know, shots on goal. He did not even, he warmed him up. Everybody saw KDB warmed up, but he did not get a chance to play. So, and this is one thing that I'm going to talk. You know, you guys know, like I said, I'm not going to waste too much time. Everybody saw the match. Liverpool is on the ascendancy. We're still rolling. The momentum, it hasn't left yet. Yes, at the Etihad, we didn't play well. We came out with a draw. A lot of people said we don't deserve that. But if you know Liverpool, even when we don't play well, we come up with something. Usually, if it was any other team, we would have probably come up with a win. However, what people need to understand, and I said this, that Etihad match, and after that, they had to go to Wanda Metropolitano or whatever the Atletico Madrid stadium name is. And Atletico Madrid basically had a war with them. They have exerted so much energy. Reason why KDB was, they said he was injured, but he was on the bench. A player who's injured and a player as important as KDB should be playing, especially knowing who you're playing against and what that win can do for both teams' psyche. Walker, we saw what happened. There's no way. And if he comes back this season, I'll be surprised. Walker's injury was a fatigue injury. The way he planted his foot, I mean, it's not like his foot slid. Like he planted his foot to clear the ball wrong, so his momentum twisted his knee. His ankle was also, because the ankle was off, that put pressure on the knee, and when he twisted his knee. Hopefully it's not a bad injury like Virgil's. KDB, I think somebody kicked him in the back of his ankle or something like that. But they're getting tired. City is getting tired. I'm telling people that I know fitness. We wore them out. Atletico Madrid basically burned them out because he basically used the same lineup as he played us. So now he had to rotate. The important players that he has are worn out. The guy, I mean, look how Fernandinho was playing. He hasn't played in a long time, and he was frustrated because the game was way too fast for him. That's why he was making so many silly fouls. And he should have gotten, I think he should have gotten a red. He should have gotten 2 yellows. But the refs these days, when it comes to Liverpool and Man City, they tend not to punish the players as they would usually do. You know, yes, you could also say when Liverpool plays City at Etihad, Thiago and Fabinho should have been sent off. Fair. But same thing with Fernandinho. So this match, I'm thinking that Liverpool, you know, this league is not over. I know a lot of people are like, well, City, no. This thing is not over until the final match. And Liverpool right now, we're on the run. We have bought 2 players in the last 2 years. And when I say 2 players who have come directly into the team, the first team that is. And because of that, we have a depth that even City can match. A team like City with all their money, a coach like Pep who makes sure that everything is ironed out, all I's are dotted, T's are crossed. And Liverpool with just the purchase of Ibo and Diaz. And I said this on a couple of my videos ago, that because of those 2, now we have a depth that we haven't had in a very, 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 very long time. You know, this is all the plan that the coach, the scouting team, the back room, the front office, the boot room, they've been doing this, and the people with small mental football acumen, oh, FSG out, FSG out. You guys have no idea. Look at Manchester United. They've spent billions and they still can't get it right. So be quiet and watch the journey. Otherwise, you're going to miss it. And then all you're going to remember it by was watching documentaries on YouTube or Amazon or Netflix. This is a special thing going on. The quad is on. We have a chance. We're going to be playing Chelsea in the finals. Chelsea played Crystal Palace. Gallagher was missing. If Gallagher was there, I'm not saying they could have won. If Gallagher was playing today, Chelsea would have been in more trouble than what happened. Chelsea played well. Crystal Palace was very, very uniform. Their team was solid. Their defensive structure was very good. The 2 goals came in when they fell asleep. And a team like Chelsea, you cannot fall asleep, especially when they hit you in a counter attack. And that's what happened. 2 goals, they go to the finals. We play Chelsea again in Wembley final. So you guys know it's going to be a battle. Chelsea is not going to let us play like City does. They're going to try to park the bus and play pretty football, but they always park the bus anyway. Hit us on the counter attack. Rudiger, I think, was having a groin injury issue. So I don't know whether his situation is right now. But if he's missing that injury, and he has played a lot of matches, so if he's injured, that would be a big problem for Chelsea. And they need to watch out because that top 4 is not fully done yet. They haven't solidified the top 4 yet. So if they lose any other matches and this waffles below them starts to catch up, it's going to be a problem for them. So guys, thank you. Please share, subscribe, like. Let's go through the EPL matches as fast as possible. We saw Spurs being Spursy again. Everybody was like, oh, Spurs, Spurs, Spurs. Now look at that. Brighton. I can't wait to watch my boys on the top 6 show and see what's going to happen. Oh, my God. That's going to be fun. I'm going to be watching that one live. Manchester United and Norwich. Norwich should have gotten out with something. There's no way, but you got to give it to the old man. Ronaldo, that's what he does. That free kick was sick. Southampton, goodness. Oh, my Lord. Oh, what can you say about Arsenal? You guys are wasting you saw that Spurs just be Spursy. This was your chance. This was your chance. It's not like Southampton played well. You guys, the first time you guys played well, didn't put your chances. Unbelievable. Watford, yeah, they're going down. Brentford is staying, yo. That's what I'm going to say. Brentford is staying. Newcastle today shocked Leicester City. Last minute goal. They got a new Bruno. They got their own Bruno now. 2 goals. Leicester. What can you say? West Ham, I thought they were going to lose this match. Wow. I thought they were going to lose this match, but they came back. And Leicester, they're starting to have this issue of every time they play Europa, their next league match, they don't play well. So they need to perk up because we need you guys to beat City on the day that you guys play Eintracht Frankfurt that week. You guys play Eintracht Frankfurt on Thursday. The Sunday you have City. We need you guys to do big things, big things. All right, Liverpool has our fierce rival, our most hated rival by the name of Manchester United on Tuesday. And I hope we beat the brakes off these people. I want us to beat them so that they remember us for a very, very long time. All that mess they've been talking. Oh, we can do the quad. Oh, they, still this. Oh, it's not a rivalry between City and Liverpool. Blah, 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 blah. Yo, you are in the dump. Stay in the dump. Let the big boys play. All right, go throw your party somewhere. We will see you at Anfield on Tuesday. We have a big problem, and I won't say a problem, but we have a big fish to fry. So we need to take care of you guys. We cannot be overconfident. We cannot be thinking that it's done. It's going to be a big match, and it's a derby, so anything can happen. But I'm expecting Liverpool to win. I'm not going to give you the score. Anyway, folks, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Tuesday, LFC 5 show, and we'll discuss the match between Liverpool and Manchester United afterwards. So please, thank you, share, subscribe, like, Quissy Bold, Archie. Peace.